This is a comparison between the 10th generation and the 12th generation Kindle Paperwhite. Let's take a look at their differences. First, we'll talk about their dimensions. The Gen 10, we have a width of 4.4 inches. On the Gen 12, we have a little bit wider with 5-inch width. Comparing the heights, we have a 6.3 inch for the Gen 10 versus a 7 inch on the Gen 12. So a little bit taller and a little bit wider on the Gen 12. But when you go to the thickness, the Gen 10 is 8.7 millimeters thick versus you may not be able to kind of see it with your eyes, but the Gen 10 is 8.7 millimeters thick versus the Gen 12 is 7.8 millimeters thick. So it is a little bit thinner, the Gen 12. And then when we're comparing the weights, Gen 10 is a little bit lighter at 174 grams versus the Gen 12, we're looking at 211 grams. But I think since it's a little bit wider and a little bit taller, it's able to disperse that weight a little bit, so it doesn't really feel any heavier to me since I've been using it. The next thing we want to compare is their displays. On the Gen 10, we have a 6-inch display versus the Gen 12, we have a 7-inch display. When we're comparing the DPI Gen 10, we have a 167 PPI versus the Gen 12, we are looking at a 300 PPI, which is optimized for font technology. When we're looking at the screen responsiveness, let's go ahead and do a test of opening up a book. So you can tell the Gen 12 did that a little bit quicker. And then what everyone's always curious about is the page turn quickness. So we'll try to tap these at the same time. Not sure. Oh, yep, that actually did take that long to turn. We'll do one more test. Okay, it's a little quicker that time. So still, the Gen 12 is a little bit quicker. So that's just kind of a quick comparison between these two Gen 10 and the 12th generation. So some other quick, hit features that is a little bit different that we want to talk about is the charging port. The Gen 10 has a micro USB import versus the Gen 12 now has the micro USB-C. So if you're used to that old micro USB, it could sometimes be fidgety and unreliable. The good news is the newer version has the USB-C. The upgraded version also has a better battery life with almost double the amount of time as the previous one. And so yeah, that's just kind of a quick comparison between these two Kindles, 12th generation versus the older 10 generation. I hope you found this video helpful.